did you know that a lot of major artists have songs that were actually written by ghostwriters? Songwriting may seem like a super difficult concept, but it's actually a lot easier than you might think it is. Today I'm going to be teaching you a method that I use to write a song. The 4 steps that I stick to when songwriting are brainstorming, writing my lyrics as a poem initially, choosing a melody, and finally turning my poem into a song. So for the purpose of this teaching, I'm going to be teaching you how to write a verse, but if you repeat some of the steps that I will show you at the end, you'll be able to replicate this for a bridge and a chorus. The first step that I stick to is brainstorming. I usually think of 3 things that have impacted my life this week. For me personally, that has been prayer. It's been reading Psalm 148, and it has been a very busy schedule. Out of these 3 things, I can then choose smaller topics. For instance, out of prayer, I can use the topic of love, Jesus, or peace. Out of reading Psalm 148, I can use the word praises, or stars, sun, or moon. And out of running around and having a busy schedule, I can use the word restlessness, or growing pains. So the 2 things that stuck out to me the most here were stars and Jesus. And so I'm going to use that to write the lyrics to my poem. When writing lyrics as a poem first, you can make this either informal or formal, and you'll polish it up at the end. So I'm using Psalm 148, the topics of stars and Jesus. In order to get a little more creative with this, I'm actually going to blend the 2. I'm going to be writing about the light of the stars and comparing it to the light of Jesus. So there's actually an example poem that I want to read to you guys. Out of all the stars in the sky, there is one that shines the brightest. There is one that makes all the others seem small, and one that is the largest. The distance may seem far, but the impact is never slight. Light like this is contrasting to a dark, dark night. All right, now that I've written my poem, I'm going to hold on to this poem. But the next step is choosing a melody. So you're going to want to grab an instrument of your choice. You can also hum along if you don't know how to play an instrument, but I will say this is the first song that I've ever written on the ukulele. So if a beginner like me can do it, I encourage you to pick up an instrument as well. All right, so I'm going to be sticking to 3 chords today. And then back to the first one. Awesome. So now that I have my chords, I'm going to hum along to the song. And I'm going to keep humming until I get to a point in the song that I really enjoy and that I want to stick to. All right, so. Alright, so now that I have my melody, I can go on to the next step. I'm going to turn my poem into a song. So you can add or subtract the lyrics here. You're going to want to add or subtract the lyrics in order to turn the poem into a song. So you originally had the poem, which could have been formal or informal, and now you're going to put it into a song structure so that the lyrics line up with the tune that you were humming or playing. So I'm going to show you an example of a song now. Out of all the stars in the sky, yours is the brightest one that I find. Might seem small compared to the rest, but it's the largest one, stands the test of time. Alright, so now that I have my chorus written, that is the song. So yeah, thank you so much for listening and for participating in the songwriting process. Just to recap, the 4 steps that I use in songwriting are brainstorming, they are turning my poem, initially writing my lyrics as a poem, they're choosing a melody, and then turning my poem into a song. Thank you so much for allowing me to teach you how to write a song. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much.